For more, I want to bring in Republican Senator Tom Cotton, member of the Intelligence and Armed Services. Senator Cotton is also a veteran of our military, the Army's 101st Airborne Division, and a Bronze Star recipient, and also the author of the book Sacred Duty, A Soldier's Tour at Arlington Cemetery. I first want to get your perspective, and we had no way of knowing that we would be able to drop in and see a funeral. We're going to just take everybody back just moments ago. Senator Cotton, you have been there when this has happened, and you have history and perspective on Arlington Cemetery. You've written a book. Your words are so important for us to get at this moment.
Well, Harris, what's happening right now in Arlington is one of the 1,300 funerals. They happen every hour on the hour from 9 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, to include at 1 o'clock, also known as 1,300 hours in military time. But I think those two videos that you've seen today, first, the burial service for Carl Mann at Arlington, and second, the president's very outstanding remarks at Normandy, is a good reminder that we will never forget the service and the sacrifice of those men who laid down their lives.
We are hearing taps. Let's take a moment. Arlington National Cemetery, and in just his first few words, Senator Tom Cotton has taught us, and some of you reminded you, of what this 1 p.m. Eastern hour, 1300 means. Senator Cotton, you may end up repeating yourself just a bit, but the importance of the hour, let's begin with that.
Well, those funerals happen every hour on the hour at Arlington National Cemetery for the Old Guard every day. It can be young heroes who just laid down their life in Iraq or Afghanistan, but it can also be old veterans like Carl Mann, who earned 7 Bronze Stars. I think that funeral service at Arlington, just as much as the large international ceremony at Normandy, is a reminder to all of our veterans, but all of today's soldiers as well, that we will never forget and we will always honor your service and your sacrifice, whether you fall on the battlefield or whether you fall to the ravages of Father Time.
You know, you were talking previous to us taking a moment for taps, and we're watching the flag be folded as a military brat. We learned this on base. I remember doing this as a child. This is really, really moving on this particular 75th anniversary. But Senator Cotton, as you look forward, what can you tell us as Americans in general about the importance of this generation? We are losing them now.
We are losing World War II veterans, Harris, almost 400 a day, as you said. There may not be any more celebrations at Normandy in the future with World War II veterans like we saw today. I hope that's not the case. I hope many of them will continue to return for years to come. But what we saw today at Normandy, also what we're seeing right now in Arlington National Cemetery, is a reminder to all Americans, but especially those who served and those who are serving now, that our nation is grateful to them and that we will always remember their service and their sacrifice. That's what the Old Guard does every single day in our national cemetery.
And I want to remind our viewers how you know that. We're seeing a little bit of satellite breakup there, but you have written a book, Sacred Duty, and talking about the Old Guard there at Arlington Cemetery. Tell us more.
So I served at Arlington for about 16 months in between my tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. The scenes that you've seen today, I participated in those probably 400 funerals or more, hearing those mournful notes of taps, watching the casket team fold the flag before they presented it to me or one of my fellow officers for us to present to the next of kin. In every single funeral, whether it was someone like Carl Mann, who served long ago and earned 7 Bronze Stars, or someone who served just a few days earlier and fell in Iraq or Afghanistan, we always aim to make every single action perfect so we could give the family and that fallen hero that last perfect image of honor.
Senator Tom Cotton, thank you very much. The timing of this was auspicious for those of us who are witnesses to this day in history. Thank you for being on the program.
Thank you, Harris.